On May 6, 2016, an ICE agent in Manhattan shot himself with a .40 caliber and left a suicide note for Americans that should concern us all. FEMA camps are being built and finalized right now. ICE detention centers with dual use. There are classified documents that confirm this information. Watch my other video on ICE camps.
When the collapse takes place, detention camps created under the Rex 84 program in the 1980s to house illegal aliens whom we're going to deport will instead be used to imprison American citizens whom the government feels constitute a threat. Wow, that's stuff that I've actually been covering for a long time. Rex 84, the FEMA camps, that whole element, the continuity of government program. It states here that American citizens will be rounded up without warrants and imprisoned without trial for God knows how long. It states that these camps have been equipped to carry out Hitler-scale killings, an actual purge of American citizens by the very government which they themselves created and pay for. And he wrote, "I cannot be party to this." Wow, it's a very lengthy note, and I'm only reading part of it here. It goes on to say that the government knows the military will rise up to stop this, so our military is being deployed overseas and intentionally involved in foreign fights so that they cannot be here to help Americans. Certainly a frightening future painted by this suicide note, and so frightening, in fact, that this agent took it upon himself to kill himself, to relieve himself of the burden that he felt that his own job and his own participation in this program placed upon him. So, again, like I said, I've been reporting on these types of stories for a long time, and now you have a ICE agent coming out. And what's interesting, too, is that the suicide note was leaked. So, I mean, look, this is a very, very shocking suicide note to begin with. Now, here in New York City and blew his brains out. Sources inside the New York City Police Department have revealed to Superstation 95 the contents of his suicide note that was found on his body, and they are frightening. The note outlines why the officer chose to shoot himself. Quote, this is the words of his note: "The America I grew up in and cherished has been murdered by its own federal government. Our Constitution has become meaningless. Our laws politicized so badly they are no longer enforced except for political purposes." The note continued, "Our elected officials are, to a person, utterly corrupt and completely devoid of any love or respect for the country which pays them. To them, everything is about getting and keeping power and making illicit money from backroom deals." Now, the 42-year-old U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement deportation officer shot himself with a .40 caliber service pistol inside Pier 40 on the Hudson River Park at around 11 a.m. Apparently, a source at the scene described that the officer calmly walked into the park, took out his pistol, and shot himself in the head. Now, the suicide note, the officer revealed what he claimed are terrifying plans that the feds have been finalizing. And I have actually been tracking these very plans for many years now. Made some documentary films on it as well. Quote, "If the American people knew what this government is planning, they would rise up and overthrow it. If I or anyone else in the federal government revealed what is coming, we would be killed anyway. So now I will reveal what I know. We in federal law enforcement have been drilling for several years to control riots and uprising from a coming financial collapse and widespread bank failure. The drills involve life-size images of American men, even women and children, whom we are told to shoot for practice and to get used to it. We've been told that the economy is terminally ill and we will fail in 2016. We are also told that the banks are insolvent and the FDIC doesn't have nearly enough funds to bail out depositors. We are told that these events are unavoidable, and it is imperative that the U.S. government survive when people rise up over this. When the collapse takes place, detention camps created under the Rex 84 program in the 1980s to house illegal aliens whom we're going to deport will instead be used to imprison American citizens whom the government feels constitute a threat. Wow, that's stuff that I've actually been covering for a long time. Rex 84, the FEMA